NDA का लास्ट टॉपिक ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री इज हाइपरबोला. आई टॉक टू यू हाइपरबोला. ये बिल्कुल हाइपरबोला का जो इक्वेशन जो हाइपरबोला है इज द लोकस ऑफ अ पॉइंट. बता रहा हूँ जैसे कि हमने इलिप्स और इलिप्स में किया था, ऐसे ही हाइपरबोला है. हाइपरबोला की बात कर रहे हैं कि ऐसा है कि यहाँ पर दो फिक्स पॉइंट हैं ए और बी, और यहाँ पर सच दैट ये पॉइंट ऐसे मूव करेगा कि डिफरेंस ऑफ देयर डिस्टेंसेस, यहाँ पर मैं इसको एस और एस डैश कह लेता हूँ ताकि फोकस का नाम लिया जाए. वेरी फेमिलियर वर्ड टू अस कि इनका एस पी और एस डैश पी इज ए कांस्टेंट. दिस इज अ कांस्टेंट. इन केस ऑफ इलिप्स it was the sum of the two focal distances was equal to constant, but here in hyperbola this is there. So we have got this one equation is, and this is the one definition of hyperbola, is that the difference of the locus of a point which moves, the difference from two fixed points and the distance of that is always a constant. That is another definition of this is there is a fixed point called focus, there is a fixed line known as directrix. A point moves set that distance from here and distance from here, SP and divided by PM is equal to a constant, and this constant is called E. In this case it must be, in case of ellipse it was less than 1, but here it is greater than 1. This is the one to go. It is greater than 1 here in this. So we have the hyperbola coordinate geometry में ellipse की तरह है. वहाँ some of the difference, some of the distances, the focal distances is equal to constant. Here is a constant in same way, and SP upon PM is known as what is known as eccentricity. In this case is equal to, what is the equation of a hyperbola in the standard form? Here is the origin here. Here is the origin. This is the point. This is the vertex. There is a two vertices here. This is vertex here. Okay, there is a focus number 1 here, focus number another one. It is as we in the ellipse, it is same. It is equal to minus a and 0. This is the here origin here center. This distance is equal to a. Therefore, vertex is equal to a0. This is equal to minus a0. Well, friend, here same definition. There are two directrix. X is equal to a upon e this side. Here x is equal to minus a upon e. So hyperbola has the same sort of property, except the diagram that way that here. Now next part is what is the equation of the hyperbola is x upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is the answer of this. This is the standard form, and here b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Earlier it was 1 minus e square. It is this one. If I got the equation like this, y square upon b square minus x square upon e square is equal to 1, hyperbola changes the hyperbola, the figure, the shape of the hyperbola changes, and how it got now in place of the x-axis. This is the axis. The axis of the hyperbola is axis of the hyperbola is equal to y is equal to 0. This is there. This axis is known as transverse axis. This is called transverse axis, and this axis, which y does not meet the y-axis, there is 2b. This is known as conjugate, as the word very familiar in complex number, conjugate axis. So here it is. I'll come to that one. I'll show you what it means. What the graph of that will be and how we write. In place of x we wrote y, and the condition is here. This is the graph of this is the graph now. What is the axis here? This is 0, 0 here, and the y-axis is axis of the hyperbola. This point is 0, a, and this point is equal to what? 0 minus a. This is axis. X is equal to y is equal to minus a over e. Here y is equal to a over e. The focus is 0 into a e, and this focus is 0 or minus a e. That's here That is the case when we say x square upon b square minus x square upon the equation of the hyperbola, then this becomes so. Well friend, similar to the earlier in the ellipse, this x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1, which means this hyperbola here, this is a0. Well, a chord which is done from here to here, this is called latus rectum. Similar to the ellipse, its length is equal to 2b square upon a. Same thing, same focus, same vertex. The only thing are different in this, the difference in the plus minus here. Well, that is the one. And what are the focal distances? Now here there is a one point, which is s dash, and this is equal to s. This is the focal distances. What is focal distances? Focal distances is what this equal to. This is equal to SP and S dash P. Okay, this is equal to E into modulus of x minus a near to this, and this is the plus which is far. The distances of the P from nearer to the focus, nearer to focus, okay, nearer to focus is minus, and this, and you find here SP and S dash P is equal to 2a. This is equal to here. This is the distance of this taken from here to S dash P minus SP is equal to 2a. Similar to the ellipse, the sum of the two distances equal to 2a, it was there, and now here it is. The sum of the difference of the point moves at the distance difference, the distance, okay, the S dash P, the distances of the is equal to 2a, is length of the transverse axis, length of transverse axis. This is the length of transverse axis. We have got it. So this is all about the fundamentals what we are going to do. I am going to 3, 4, 5, 6 questions or 10 questions to make this clear what I mean to say and what type of question that they are asked in the examination. That is my question. They ask very simple question in one of the exam of NDA. They ask to only see whether this is the equation of which is the ellipse or hyperbola. So he says what this equation represents. Suppose he says 9x square is equal to 18. 9. He asks us this represent what? Ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, what? So friend, very similar, very, this is equal to 1. This represent hyperbola. Very simple question asked in the NDA to what this represent. That is the one to go. So this is the one. Next question that has to be with me is the one. The length of the conjugate. We have to find the length of conjugate axis. There are two axes, conjugate and transverse of the hyperbola. This is hyperbola whose vertices are given. Vertices are given 0 and plus minus 6. Remember, look at this. 0 and E is equal to what? 5 by 3. And the center is 0, 0. And here the choices are 16, and we want to find the length of the conjugate axis. That means we want to find the B. We want to find B. This equation, this parabola has focus at the vertex at 0 and 6 and 0 and minus 6. So you can verify this equation of the parabola is in this form. This form. This is the form of the parabola. Here, this is the one. This is that. So vertex is equal to this. What is the conjugate axis we want to find out? It means we want to find the B. What is the B is equal to? Well friend, here this 6 is a vertex. This A is equal to 6. And what is E is equal to 5 by 3. Can I find B here? Well, using the A and E, we have B square is equal to A square and E square minus 1. It is equal to 36 into 25 minus 1. This is that. Is equal to 36. Okay. 36 into 16 divided by 3. This is here. It divided by 9. Okay, 14 here. Therefore, b is equal to 2 into 4 is equal to 8. b is equal to 8. So, using the formula b square is equal to this, we got b is equal to 8. And he has asked me what is the length of the conjugate axis. So, this is a conjugate axis. This is a transverse axis, and this is where y-axis, this is the conjugate. So, we want to find 2b. What is 2b is equal to what? 16. So, my answer is this. Here, he wants to ask the length of the conjugate axis. That means the 2b he want to ask. And what is how to find the relationship? The 2b is the answer. b square is equal to a square in minus 1. That's here. So well, this is that. The next question is, we want to find the eccentricity of hyperbola whose vertex given as. We want to find the eccentricity of hyperbola. Eccentricity of hyperbola. These are the questions going to ask in the examination. Hyperbola, okay. Alright. Whose vertices are plus minus 60. Well friend, the graph of this very clear. Here it is. This is equal to 60 and this is equal to minus 60. Therefore, a is equal to 6. And he says one of the directrix is equal to okay, is equal to x is equal to 4. If your non-x is equal to 4, this side, positive this side, x is equal to a upon e and x is equal to a minus. So here this is directrix is equal to, therefore a upon e is equal to 4 and a is equal to 6. So therefore e is equal to 3 by 2. That is my choice. A is equal to 3 by 2. That here the eccentricity of the hyperbola is needed. And here vertex, this is a is equal to 6, and the directrix to concern to this is a upon e, and therefore we got the answer. So simple question to go for, as I have done in my earlier video of ellipse. The same type of question are here. The eccentricity we have found earlier, and the length of transverse axis. Now comes transverse axis. There are two axes along x-axis. Okay, say the transverse axis along the x-axis. It means the hyperbola is this nature. Okay, this nature. And whose center is origin. He says whose center is origin. Question says whose center is origin. Well friend, and the length of this is equal to 7. It means 2a is equal to 7. And it passes through, and this passes through 5 and 2. It passes through 5 and 2. Then what is b square is equal to? Okay. The equation, the b square is equal to twice is 1 over 51, and this is 71 over 51. C is equal to 196 upon 51, and d is equal to 181 upon 51. That's the choices. Well friends, I'll go. Here length of the transverse x means 2a is equal to 7 is given, and he says that this transverse x is along the x-axis, and he says that the center of this hyperbola is origin. So friend, I must consider this equation of this is this nature. Okay, right? A is given to us, a is equal to 7 by 2. Well, I have to find out the b square. B square means is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Well, I need to. Well, whether I need or not to need, I may draw from here. It passes through 5 2. It means 25 by a square minus y square b square. Y means 2, 4 is equal to 1. I know this is equal to this. I put the value here and simplify. Its answer will be 196. I don't need it. There is no need, because this point passes the 5 to 25 by this. I know the a value. I put it here and solve for b square. Nothing like that. I will get. This is, you can do yourself. Very simple to go. My next question is, My next question is here. This is a hyperbola given to us, and it passes with 3, 0 and 3 into under root 2 into 2. Then what is its eccentricity? Okay, choices are 3 upon under root 14, B 3 upon under root 13, and C is equal to under root 13 by 3, and finally it is under root 14 by 3. It should be more than 1. It should be more than 1. It should be more than 1. It is not more than 1. It is not more than 1. So either this or this. Either choices. अब तुक्का लगाना है तो इसमें से लगाना है. Well, friend, when it passes through, it satisfy this. Satisfy. That means 9 upon a square is equal to 1. A square is equal to 1 upon 9. That is first part. And second part, it passes through this. 18 upon a square minus 4 upon b square is equal to 1. Well, friend, from here, a square here and b square here, eccentricity you can find out solving. You will find the b square is equal to, the equation of this is what we have. It passes through 9 by a square is equal to 1. Therefore, a square is equal to 9. When I put a square is equal to 9, so it is 2 minus 4b square is equal to 1, and b square is equal to 4. So therefore, this answer, so answer is what is the 4 is equal to 9 into 1 minus e square. 4 by 9 plus 1 is equal to e square. E is equal to under root 13 by 3. The 13, 9 plus 13 by 3 is this is the answer. So we found by putting the value here. So friend, we got the answer. This is the answer we have, and I go with the 2 more questions which are going to be more important and involving the lattice rectum. That will be involving the lattice rectum. That is the final question to be with the eccentricity of the eccentricity of the hyperbola whose lattice rectum is 8. What is lattice rectum? Is 2b square upon a is equal to 8. And conjugate axis. Conjugate axis means 2b. Conjugate axis is equal to half of distance between the foci. Okay. What is distance between one focus is equal to A0, another one is minus A0, so distance is equal to 2A is equal to half of the 2 into A. He says, what is the eccentricity? Eccentricity choices are 4 by 3 and 4 by under root 3, C is 2 upon under root 3, and D is none of these. Well, friend, I so go with this 4 हमें सॉल्व करना है, तो हम क्या करेंगे? बी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पर तो आ गया 4 कटा बी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4. एक तो बात ये दे रखी है, दूसरी बात दे रखी है 4b square is equal to a square e square. Well, 4 into e square minus 1 is here is equal to 4e square minus 1 or into a square, भूल ही गया, into a square cancel is equal to e square. Therefore 3e square is equal to 1 and 3 e square is equal to 1. 4 से मल्टीप्लाई किया था तो 4 वो तो आ नहीं सकता, into 4. Therefore e square is equal to what? 4 by 3 and e is equal to 2 upon under root 3. So C is the answer. So here the question was asked about the lattice rectum and distance between the foci. Let me do the last question, and last question is again involving the distance between the two foci, and this is my all about the hyperbola and coordinate geometry. The distance Let me do the last question. Distance between the foci of a hyperbola is 16 and eccentricity is under root 2. Then its equation of the hyperbola is, choices are x square minus y square is 32, b x square upon 4 minus y square upon 9 is equal to 1, c 2x square minus 7y square is equal to 1, not 1 is equal to 7, or none of these one. Friend, last question we are entering into it, and we have completed the hyperbola with simple concept of eccentricity and focus. So this last question, and I must did the last, I did the ellipse, hyperbola, straight line, circle. There are solid question of coordinate geometry, and my last advice to you, go through this simple concept, and there is no question of ending nervousness exams. Revise those things which have been done, do write in your copy, revise. My last question then. The distance between two focus is equal to 2a, as we have discussed, it is equal to 16, therefore a is equal to what? 8. This is equal to under root 2, a into under root 2 is equal to 8, therefore a square is equal to 32. This is here. And what is 32? I am seeing to here. What is b square is equal to what? A square, and e square minus 1, e is equal to under root 2, so 2 minus 1 is again 32. Well, friend, this is the question. X square upon 32 and y square upon 32 is equal to 1, and so is the answer. I could get the hint of this earlier. So, ultimately, this is my end to the coordinate geometry. I tried my best giving you daily the capsule of the question. Based on this, hopefully we'll do, and thank you.